belonged to my uncle. We'll use it to move the U-Haul. Here at rent, got the 6x12 trailer hooked up here. Specific adapter because this R1S only has the 7-way connector, and got the moving trailer. So I think it's official. The adventure is beginning. Got most of the stuff loaded up into the U-Haul trailer. There's my rear view here. We're in trailer mode, 83%, and right now, as of right now, the Rivian computer is estimating we'll have 245 miles of range. For full context, this is a Rivian R1S 2025 year dual motor max pack with the 22-inch range tires. So EPA estimate sticker on this guy is like 410 miles of range at full charge. Right now I'm at a full charge and she's estimating 245 miles. My total trip distance is about 120 miles. So this is what it looks like when you had to park. R1S hooked up to the U-Haul, all my gear in it, moving. So yeah, man, moving, you forget, you haven't moved in a while, how much moving just kicks your ass. It's like getting furniture and all this other stuff. I moved a lot when I was a kid, and because I moved a lot, it made me, it made me appreciate not having a lot of things, because you don't have a lot of things, you don't have to worry about moving a lot of things. And I think those events where I moved a lot, basically from the age of 13 through 19, I moved on average once a year. I think when I was 13, we moved twice in that year. No, 3 times. We moved 3 times when I was 13. And yeah, just all of the rigmarole of like moving furnitures around and stoves. I mean, I was back when like people actually, like, appliances didn't come married to the apartment that they were in, you know? So you still had to like move your stove and refrigerator and stuff. And I remember moving a stove, helping my dad move a stove, and I got this like deep cut in my finger. I'm not sure, I wonder if which one was it? Was the right, left? If that scar is still there. I mean, kind of doubt it would be, right? But anyway, that cut was so deep, I just remember like getting it and looking at it and seeing white. And I don't know if it cut all the way to the bone, but it felt like it, and seeing that was enough to like send me into like a spiral. I feel like I might have had like a shock response. It freaked me the hell out. But we were able to get the bleeding under control, close it up. But anyways, it's a tangent from moving. Yeah, all those experiences of moving a bunch of times, and then, you know, staying in like small shared rooms where you didn't have a lot of space to have a lot of your own furniture. It got me into the habit of not wanting to own a lot of furniture, not wanting to own a lot of things. And now that I'm moving out of this apartment again and going to hit the road, gonna be like a much more minimalistic, you know, van life kind of lifestyle. I honestly find myself wondering if I'm ever really gonna have a lot of furniture again. Cause yeah, I got this game plan, this mindset of like looking forward to what I wanna do. And it's like live in this vehicle, travel the US for 6 months, and then after that kind of transition into being in an RV and maybe doing full-time RVing, Don't really need furniture in an RV, other than camp furniture, right? That you pop up and set up outside, but that doesn't really count, man. There's the view, front view, rear view. Love it. It's like backup view of the sides of the trailer plus the back of the trailer. This is a way better towing setup than what I had in my 2002 Toyota Tundra. I'm sure my 2002 Toyota Tundra could tow a longer distance than this R1S, but as far as the feel thus far of the weight, and it's pretty good. So we go to driving dynamics here. We got trailer setup. So current weight, it's saying the weight is 2,500 pounds. Our range at 100% would be 273. Efficiency is 1.9 miles per kilowatt hour. It's a pretty big hit, and I haven't even gone on the freeway yet, so we'll see what it looks like. So I'm going 55 miles an hour, and 4 miles in, about 1.6 miles per kilowatt hour. I also have the Thule roof box on top, the double XL Thule Motion roof box, which I believe is their most aerodynamic shape. Seems like the shape and model of the roof box, the more I experience with this roof box and see how much efficiency I'm really getting at, and I also compare it to efficiency numbers that people have seen online. I got another R1S pulling up next to me. Bam, 8 bam. I wonder what that means. But the more I read about it online, the more it seems like the model and the overall aerodynamics of the roof box makes a huge difference in terms of like how much range you lose while using it on an electric vehicle. Because as we all know, electric vehicles are way more efficient than gas-powered vehicles.
While engines are much more efficient today, the overall weight of the car has increased dramatically. Cruising at a steady speed, a modern car is extremely efficient, much better than older designs, but the weight of the car really
what the
hits
hell
during
just
acceleration. If you'd like, I can entertain you with a short game.
No.
Just say, let's play a game.
I did not ask you for anything. Go away, Amazon lady. Yo, this this partnership that Rivian has with Amazon, like this is really dinged them in my mind, because the Amazon lady in this R1S is weirding me the hell out. Like, I was just talking to you, future me, and she just came out of nowhere to answer some kind of question that she thought that I asked, and I didn't even say the A word to trigger her. And the A word, I guess the A word is Amazon, but it's that other one, the AL word. Geez, like I, you know, how much, I wonder what it was like, you know, in that meeting between Jeff and freaking, is that Caltrans with the VW ID4? Why does Caltrans have a VW ID4? It's like one of the most pathetic EVs out there. No offense to anyone watching as a VW ID4, but like, I feel like anyone with half a brain cell making decisions about what the ideal fleet vehicle for Caltrans would be, like if you're comparing an ID4 and like a freaking Model Y, like the Model Y just beats the crap out of the ID4 like 6 ways to Sunday. I don't understand how or why anyone at Caltrans would ever compromise to get an ID4. It just screams like a nepotism or like a, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense to me. But regardless, I wasn't even talking to the Amazon lady, and she just came up out of there because the way she triggers in this R1S is like super weird. I might have to just go in there and completely turn off the wake word or like the passive listening or whatever, because like sometimes you're just having conversations, like I'm having conversation with you, future me, while we're towing our furniture up to mom and dad's house. She just wakes up out of nowhere and decides to tell you stuff. And I wonder like what the deal must have looked like when RJ and Jeff or whoever from Amazon that RJ was talking to, when they had to come up with this thing of like, oh yeah, you know, we'll make you these Amazon delivery vans. Yeah, Rivian delivery vans. We know that you need them. We know that you don't ever want to work with Tesla because, you know, Jeff and Elon have beef, so we're like the next best EV maker, so we'll make you these delivery vans, right? And then at what point did Amazon counter with, oh, well, you know, if you're gonna have our delivery vans, then you need to put our Amazon lady in your car. Like that's one way that will make this work. Well, what's the spread, man? Like what like, can we negotiate on this? Like how many billions are you willing to give us additional if we put your Amazon lady in our car? And that's how this all gets thrown in here. You know, it's how we get the Amazon lady in the Rivian instead of a way better voice command system, because I mean, Rivian is pretty competent, I would say, thus far, and in terms of software stuff. I mean, obviously, their driver assist and their robotic driving stuff leaves a lot to be desired compared to Tesla. Like, they are really, really far behind FSD, but so is everyone else. No one else is catching up to FSD. But as far as I can tell, when it comes to like the software of like manipulating the screen and, you know, your whole infotainment stuff, they do a really good job. Wow, I guess I was watching a video of someone using a Game Boy camera. And it's coming up. I don't know. And the infotainment experience in this vehicle is pretty satisfying for the most part. It's very comparable to the Tesla experience. I mean, the Tesla experience I think is still better, but this is acceptable. And judging from like the business moves that Rivian has done, where they agreed to develop software for Volkswagen's vehicles, and Volkswagen couldn't find their way out of a paper bag when it came to making their own software. It's part of the reason why the ID4 really sucks, and why I can't believe Caltrans would ever buy a freaking ID4. It still surprises me that the voice command in here is so bad, but you can't really blame Rivian for that, because they didn't develop the voice commands in this car. They had to outsource it to Amazon, and who knows if Amazon is doing a good job or not, or like how much effort they're putting into continuing to develop Alexa. Shit, I woke her up. Shit, no, go away, Alexa.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Yeah, it's because you can't. It's because you can't. I was able to back that up pretty well, actually, now that I think about it. Not bad, huh? I mean, not dead on straight, but pretty good, all things considered. And I'm far from a professional trailer backer-upper, reverser, however we would call it. Safe to say there is no way I would have been able to make this maneuver happen if I was still in my 2002 Toyota Tundra. My 2002 Toyota Tundra didn't have backup cameras and all that other stuff that the Rivian very nicely and conveniently has. 102.3 miles driven. It's estimating the trailer weight at 3,000 pounds, so I guess that's updated. Our efficiency, 1.93. When we left, we were at, was that 83%? Now we're at 43%. And it's estimating our range at 116 miles. This trailer right here, this Uhaul, this thing is a 6x12. This is a little less than half the length of the Lightship L1 or AE1 trailer that I'm hoping to acquire in about a year's time. We'll see when that happens. So if this is what I can see towing that, what that is like, we'll see. So time to meet up with my in-laws and get ready to start unloading. day after, got everything out of the U-Haul trailer, 6x12, and I'm on my way to local self-storage to return the trailer. And I wanted to do a quick overview of my power consumption, get some comparisons in, and yeah, so overall, looks like total distance traveled is 147.2 miles. The efficiency is 1.8 miles per kilowatt hour. And if you look at my trip counter here, so I got trip B, which that represents the total miles driven since I put the Thule Motion XXL roof box on top. So it's 2.4 miles per kilowatt hour on average. So I guess you could say that that's been brought down a hair by the 147 miles here on the trailer, but it still gives a pretty good comparison for what the efficiency is of towing this 6x12 U-Haul trailer while having the Thule rooftop box on top. So yeah, I mean, quick numbers, what's that? 1.8 out of 2.4. I guess that's 0.6 miles per kilowatt hour lost, which is a little over 20%. I mean, 10% would be 0.24. So it's 0.48. Yeah, that'd be about 25%, 22%, somewhere in there. So 22% efficiency loss pulling this trailer. That's better than I thought it would be, honestly. There's a lot of things online that you see, like kind of EV towing horror stories, or that people lose like 50% range or something extreme like that. Granted, it's a pretty small trailer, pretty lightweight trailer. I didn't have a lot of furnitures to move, so, you know, got a pretty reasonable sized one. But this is also a really popular option for transporting furnitures and appliances and other things when you're moving. A lot of people get these small trailers because you can tow this trailer. You could tow this U-Haul trailer with a Model Y. In fact, I'd be curious what it would have been like if I had towed this with the Model Y. What that range loss would have been like. Maybe that would have been closer to a 50% range loss in the Model Y. I guess that's something I won't know until the next time I need to tow a trailer, or if ever I need to tow two trailers. But yeah, that's the update, folks. And I'm here at the self-storage spot. Turn this bad boy in. Thanks for tuning in.